Hey guys, Steve here. How's everyone going? Well, I'm in my backyard again. I've got another project again happening today. I've got quite a few of them going. We've got that trip coming up. I'm trying to get everything organised. So I'll get that intro out of the road. While it's playing, don't forget to like and subscribe. And when we get back, we'll get into it. Cheers, guys. Okay guys, welcome back. Like I was saying there before the intro, I've got another video today and it's an upgrade to the FJ this time. You would have watched my previous video on the Dot, putting the new Super Peg Outbound Shield 6 up on it. It's absolutely fantastic. Great addition, heaps easy to set up and put away, so going to make our touring part of our travelling even better, because when we're pulling up at night, we'll be able to just whip it out, have cover, close it back up in the morning or close it up at night and get up and drive off the next day. But also having the wall kit and everything with it, it'll really make it so much better for when we're camping that little bit longer and we want a little bit more privacy. But the next project today is actually a new roof rack for the FJ. I've been wanting to change this for a while. It's got the original roof rack that come with the vehicle. It's not the greatest roof rack in the world. It's I've had to put a basket in the centre of it, and it's sitting on some plastic mounts up there, and they're all starting to sort of show their age and wear out a little bit, and it's time for a change. And I thought what I'd do is I'd get myself a new Rhino rack. So here it is here. Well, it's not here, it's in the shed, but this is the literature that come out of it. So it's a Rhino platform rack. I would have liked to have gone with a different one, but I couldn't actually get one the right size for the vehicle, so that's the reason I've gone with the Rhino one. That was the only one that I could still get for my make and model of car. So it looks pretty good. Never done these before, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, and I'm going to take you along on the journey. So down beside me here, hopefully you can see me patting on this little box down here. This is actually the backbone for the Rhino platform rack. So that'll be the first thing that I'll be putting up, but it won't be the first thing I'm doing. The first thing I've got to do is pull everything off the roof up there. So I'll get in, I'll do that now, and then we'll show you bolting this up, quickly show you how it bolts to my car. And then it'll be a matter of fitting the platform rack up onto the backbone. So the reason I went with this setup is I wanted something a little bit more low profile, and these backbone things, I think they're only 40 or 50 mil wide in the centre over the arch of the roof of the car. They'll get it down a lot lower than what this one here is, and having the full platform on there, I'm going to change my setup on the roof there. I've got three cheaper solar panels up there, 160 watts. They take up most of the roof of the car there now. I'm hoping to maybe get a 170 watt single panel and maybe put it crossways across the vehicle there somewhere at the front, and that way it'll leave me a tiny little bit of room at the back there, either for Max-Trax fuel or even a spare tyre, so when we're travelling remotely, just to have an extra tyre up there. I did carry an extra tyre up there once on this roof rack before I had all the solar panels in there when we did our last big trip, when I had the teardrop. But we'll see how we go. I've got to get everything off first. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Cheers, guys. First thing I've got to do is take the awning off. So I've just got a set of multi-grips, because these pins in this are a little bit hard to grab. But they're not too bad with a set of multi-grips. So put them in there and pull them out. So once you do that, it's pretty easy. The rack backs are great for this. I haven't had this awning off for a while. There we go. So it says it's only 17 kilos, but okay, that's that off. Now, I'm hoping to leave most of these things on there for the moment, but I'll have to take a few of the parts off, so we'll climb up the back here and I'll just show you. So, got my solar panels on there, got my aerial on there, I'll have to take that off. I have to undo the lights because they're wired up into the back there. So there's quite a bit that's got to come off before we can actually take this roof rack off. So, and I'm going to polish this roof up before when I get all this off, because I haven't been able to get up there and give it a good clean. So might set the time lapse up now and I'll start pulling stuff off. You don't want to see me taking all this apart, I don't think, but give me the thumbs up anyway and I'll get into it. Okay guys, I have got the solar panel out of the top here. I've got the basket out. I've cut off some of the wiring. I've just got to take the rack spracks fittings off now, take the front one off. That's about an hour of my life that I won't get back, but then you can see all the dust and grime on the roof here. I'm going to polish all the roof up, give it a good coating of wax and that before I put the new platform rack on, because I don't know how many times I'm going to be taking it off either. But I just got to do something with all this wiring down here and sort out what I'm going to do with that, with these lights that I had on the back here and my solar wire running there. So that'll all go on the new roof rack obviously, but until I get it on there, because I don't think I'm going to get it all done today, but I'll just might tuck it in under the back of the tailgate here somewhere. But no, it's coming off all right. I just got to do these rack spracks things now. You can probably see there now how I said this bar here, I couldn't show you when I originally did it. That is angled up there, so I bought a bit of this water pipe here and cut it in half and stuck a big bolt through. This is on the original FJ roof rack, so if you want to put a set of rack spracks to mount an awning, have it nice and flush, this is the way to do it. So worked for me, it's been up there for years. They're all UV resistant and they're as strong as buggery and great for mounting an awning on the FJ roof rack. So let's get into the rest of it. Cheers. Hey guys, well, it's Sunday morning and it's about 20 past 7. I've just been out for a drive, had a cuppa, took some photos because it was like -1 here this morning. Beautiful sunrise though, so put some photos. I might put a couple of photos up there and just show you. But I've got the roof rack all off now. You might have seen on that previous video, pulling it off, and I had one little problem. The bolts inside the roof rack, because it's the car's 2014 model, and that roof rack's been on there ever since I bought it, and it's now 2022, and it's all out in the weather. And they're the bolts there that come out of the roof rack. There's 12 of them. That's the head in them, and of course 10 of them come out really good. 2 of them didn't want to come out, and actually stripped the head out of the bolts, and made life really difficult. So I had to actually go out to Bunnings and buy an easy out, which you can see in the end of the bolt there, because that's one of the bolts I had to pull out. I haven't unscrewed that out of it yet, but I had to drill the bolts out, put the easy out, and try and get the bolts out. I did get them out. Once I got them out, just made the whole job a lot longer. So I've polished the roof up, got all the dust and grime and dirt and everything off it. So today I'm going to put the backbones on. Hopefully, I've been watching a few YouTube videos and having a look how it is. They say there can be some minor teething problems with the actual nuts that these bolts go into, because apparently they can fall through in the roof lining and you have to try and push them back through somehow. So hoping that isn't going to happen, but I'm sure if anything it'll probably happen to me. But going to open this up now and get into it. So comes pretty well packed. I'm hoping it fits a FJ Cruiser. Says it on the box, it does. So in the box you do get the obligatory instruction manual, which I keep harping on about because I used to have a habit of not reading these things, and then I get halfway through and go, where does this go? So there's the instruction manual. I will be reading that and having a look at it. You get some rubber seals in here which have to go underneath where the bolts go to stop the water leaking in the roof. That's most important. I did watch a few videos on that. One guy had a roof rack installed. They didn't put the rubber washers in, and first rainstorm he had water gushing down through the roof of his car. So that will be an important thing to worry about. I'm pretty sure these here are all the bolts and nuts for putting the roof rack on, and these here are all your bolts for putting the backbones on. So I'm not going to bore you with putting all this together. What I might do is get into it, get it up. If I run into any trouble and I've got to fix something, I'll show you then, show you how I fix it. But hopefully it's just a straightforward matter of sticking down the rubber seals, getting all the bolts bolted on, and then I'll show you the finished thing. Cheers, guys. Okay guys, first little thing that I have to do, I polished all the roof up, and you can see where the old roof rack sort of had marked the roof. But I've got to get all the grime and dirt out of here, so I've got a toothbrush and some CLR, and I've got to scrub all the dirt out of this now and clean all these tracks up, because they all look like that from all the dirt. Because what you got to do, you got to stick a little seal over these holes, because that's where the water leaks down through the roof, because they actually go into the roof cavity. So just got to make sure that you do clean all these up. Cheers. Okay guys, I've got the backbones on. I'll just show you. So there they are there. They look pretty good. Now, these were really fun to put in, I can tell you. It says 2 hours fitment, so I don't know whether that's the whole thing or whether it's just the backbones, but I can tell you these 2 bolts in here, that particular one just under there, I'll see if I can get a shot of it for you. So that one just in there on the bottom, that one there, that one probably took 40 minutes on its own. They put a hole down through the top here so you can get to that one. These 2 are on the outside, so they're easy, and the other 2 down the other end have holes up the top there, and you can get a little bit more movement in there. But that one there, that one was bloody hard. So I did see a thing on Facebook or YouTube actually. I watched a couple of videos last night and they did say the same thing. So I also, guys, put silicone underneath all these as well as the little rubber washers that they gave me, just to make sure that they were sealed up really good. I've got to fit the roof rack now. I've got it on the ground down here. So here it is here. This will be the roof rack that I'm actually putting on it. It's the Rhino roof rack that goes with the backbones. Now, the instructions, I'll just grab the paperwork. The instructions are a little bit vague. So that's them there. They say measure 842 millimeters and 1022 millimeters, 4 millimeters. You will need to drill some additional holes in the tray, 8.5 millimeters, positions as shown. But they don't really show you where to start from. So I'm a little bit lost as to why I've got to drill more holes. So I know you've got to move these, so I'm loosening. You can see the little tool over there that they give you. Got to loosen all these off, and you can slide these along. They give you measurements on here. Now I've measured roughly where, because these little fittings, channel guides here, I've got to slide into this track here. So I'm going to loosen all these off, move these bars roughly apart where I reckon they got to go. I'll put it up there and actually see whether I've got to drill any holes, because I'm not sure where I've got to drill them and why. But we'll get that done and I'll tell you if it works. Cheers. Okay guys, I've got the roof rack all done. I've got everything fitted. We're actually out camping, so I thought I'll finish off up out here and show you the finished product. Absolutely turned out fantastic. I'm really happy how it's come up. I've got on the front here, I've got all my not my max tracks, my tread tracks on the front there. You can see them up there. I've got the fittings on there. They can sit up there now. I've also put a solar panel up. It's a 120 watt King solar panel. Yes, I bought a King's one. I tell you what, I looked around online and I was looking at panels, 250 bucks, 200 bucks. This one here was 145. Yeah, I know you can get what you pay for, but it's got a 2-year warranty. It seems to be going really good. It's really thin, it's really light. So I'll see how it goes. I'll let you know how it's going. But so far it's been really good. On the back there, I've got my Selfie Go aerial put on the back there. I made a little plate up here to bolt it to the back of the thing. It folds down to the driver's side of the car there out of the road. And also I've got my awning remounted back on again. It's I've put it on with the rack spracks again up in the back there. You can see those. I absolutely love the rack spracks. So if I want to take the awning off, I can. It's you can, I don't think you can see them in there, but I've still got a little bit of room on the front of the new awning there now, or on, not the awning, on the front of the roof rack there now. If I want to put something else, so I want to throw my swag up there or something like that, I've got room up there to throw that up. The good thing about having this different rack now that I could put stuff on, it's made the awning just that little bit better. Before, when I used to open the back door up, remember my door used to scrape along that bar there. You can see now, because it's sitting nice and flush, I've got a tiny little gap there, just covers the door. And I should have also mentioned, I've got my lights rewired up into the rack. I tell you what, having this rack system with all these mounting points that you can use on it, on the roof rack, on the Rhino rack, has been really good. Absolutely turned out fantastic. The awnings turned out great. The good thing about now too with the rack, I've actually been able to mount my awning a little bit further back. So it's closed up that gap in the back here. I've still got that piece of canvas made up that Jason made me. I can still clip it on there, stick it on the roof and stop the water coming through there. But it's just turned out really good. Really happy with it. It's just great deploying this awning. Like I said, I don't really sleep under it or anything. I could though, if I wanted to run a single swag along here, I could. Plenty enough room there, and I could put the walls down and they slope out. So still plenty enough room there if you want to camp around the car with it. And having the door on this side here stops the rain blowing in there. But really happy with the way the roof rack has turned out. Had a few minor teething problems with the bolts, as I said. A couple of them I had to drill out and take them out with easy outs, but apart from that, it has turned out fantastic. So cheers guys. Thanks for watching. That's Sarah interrupting me again, saying she's welcome. But cheers guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions, queries or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Like always, stay safe, look after each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.